wow, look at this thing. There's not another car that looks like one of these things. The curves, the lines, the style. This car wraps around you. You don't just sit in it. You almost wear it. So when you're doing a restoration on a car like this, the question always seems to come up. Are you doing a pure restoration or a mod restoration? Well, I guess that really depends on what you want. I don't ever intend on trailering a car to a show or to a judging venue. I want to drive it.
Going in for the heart transplant.
Oh my gosh.
This is my car, so I'm going to do it my way. And when I'm done, I'll have more fun with it than any other car on the planet. I got my license in the mid-70s. Back then, Corvettes were the sexiest thing on the road. They might still be. It still turns heads. Back then, we all knew that to be an astronaut or a fighter pilot, you had to drive a Corvette. It was like a rule or something. And while I never became any of those things, these old Corvettes have never lost their romance. I mean, by modern standards, they're simple. They were drawn by hand and engineered with slide rules. There's no computers or complicated electronics, no programs or algorithms. You can actually see how it all works, the cables, the levers, the linkage. It's kind of what makes it great. In a modern car, you're just not connected. You're removed from the experience, insulated by technology, isolated by climate controls, and hidden behind tinted windows. You just can't do that in one of these. Driving this car is like standing on the bow of a boat with salt spray hitting you in the face. It's invigorating. I'm as far as I can go. I think we're ready to go. So, transmission, I'm going to call on it again tomorrow. So I've got about 2/3 of the quart of Dextron 6 in this. It seems to be sliding. There we go. All right, now it's time to make the motor and the tranny up. Owning a car from this era teaches you something that's all too often overlooked today. That's being self-reliant. You can see how things work and how they fit together. Engines like these aren't shrouded in plastic with covers and panels. So when they break, you're okay. It's like, you got this. So there are no anti-lock brakes, no traction control, or even cruise control. There's no computer to manage, well, virtually anything. It's you who gets to translate the road into how you shift and how you steer. A car doesn't do it for you. All right.
Okay. What do you, how do you want me to go?
Come look.
Did you get it in and you didn't even come and tell me? Oh my gosh.
Is that awesome?
Wow.
And I'm hitting the exhaust manifold. And if you look at the alignment of the pulleys, it needs to come forward about a half an inch. You can't talk on the phone in one of these things. And there are no cup holders, so you really can't have a cup of coffee. There's no trunk, so you really can't pick up anything more than your dry cleaning. They were made for a different time, a time when we were all younger and a little less suspect of the world around us. This thing is almost 50 years old now. And 50 years before this car, they were still making Model Ts. This car is automotive history. It's an icon.
All right, today is July 8th, 2022, a Friday, and today is the day that I'm hoping we can get the car started for its initial turn. Let's see how it goes. Are you kidding me? First freaking try! Oh man! Oh my god! Oh my god! Alright, I gotta open a garage door.
Until now, I've never really done a project like this. And I have to admit I was a bit intimidated at first. But taking it one step at a time, you come to see just how simple they really are and how much support there is when you really need it. There's satisfaction in that. And there's a lot of wisdom here. It's like seeing a sparkle in the eyes of your grandparents when they explain that there's a lot more to life than just making a living. And for sure, I've loved this car since I had my first ride in one when I was a little kid. And as an adult, the very moment I climbed in and turned the key, the hook was set. Now that I've made it mine, I might not ever get out of the seat. I'm gone.